Hi everyone, Ben here from Ben's World. Come live in it. Thank you for tuning in each fortnight. I hope you enjoy the latest episode. Feel free to like and subscribe, and if you have any questions, please comment below as I would love to hear your feedback. Have a great day, and remember, it's Ben's World. Come live in it. And joining alongside me is my brother, Matt Kemsley. How you going, Matt?
Yeah, good brother. How are you, mate?
Yeah, not too bad. So obviously you're here to chat about the Yabun Festival we recently went to. Give us a rundown of that.
Yeah, mate. For those who don't know, the Arts Festival holds place on the 26th of January on Invasion Day, Survival Day. It was actually my first time checking out the oven.
Was it your first time, was it?
Yeah, it was. Something I'd been long wanting to do. Very overdue, but, obviously living in the state for the majority of the last 10 years, didn't have an opportunity yet. But, it was really, really good, mate. Really good day. Me and you and my young fella, Ollie, all went down for it. And, I think it was a great experience, to see, that much community, really come together and rally on a day, that is really a day of mourning, for our people. And
100%.
So it was really nice to see how, our mob community come together and really embrace that day and sort of taking it back, for Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it was obviously my second time because, I obviously went last year, but last year was the weather compared to this year, it was warm, but last year was super humid, and I didn't even have, because I found out there was the public pool there they had, and I didn't even have my swimmers on me. I was like, damn.
Yeah, you definitely wanted it that year. Like you said, it was a little bit overcast this year, but still warm enough, and we were lucky to get a good swim in, good dip.
Yeah, definitely, and I'm pretty sure Ollie enjoyed the pool too. He always does.
No, he definitely does, mate. He's a fish, that one.
Yeah.
But I think it was a really good blend, of having a lot of cultural activities and ceremony, things like that, and as well as having the music and all the stalls and the food. So it's really good for all the blackfellas to come together and sort of share everyone's culture. And we actually ran into a bit of a special guest, some family. Can you tell us about that?
We did actually. We bumped into our cousin, Michael Spratt from Western Australia. Michael, if you're listening, g'day, mate.
Yeah, shout out.
That was a bit of a surprise actually. I never expected, bumping into one of our mob from across state.
Yeah, long way to come. So he was invited. Didn't he come over for?
He was one of the dancers.
Yeah, play some dig as well.
Yeah, because I actually met him a couple of years ago when we went over to WA. I think it was the first time in 9 years since 2014, because I think that was our first trip back then, and we didn't end up going for another 9, almost 10 years later. Can you believe that?
Yeah, exactly. You're definitely overdue at that point.
Oh yeah. Well, obviously we're not leaving it for another decade. It's something that we're going to continue to do each year, and especially with the reunion coming up in April, isn't it?
Yes, it is, mate. Yeah, second week of April. We get back over there and sort of hang around Perth and Jarrow. Hopefully get up to the Bay again for a day or so.
Oh, definitely. Whenever going to the Bay, it always feels like home.
It does, mate. It does.
Yeah. But speaking of WA, you actually went over there recently for about a week.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, we did. So I took my family, wife and 2 kids over to Perth. We stayed at beautiful Scarborough.
Oh, yeah.
On the west coast, and mate, beautiful spot. We had a place right on the beach. Looking over that every morning, it was beautiful. The weather turned it on. It was 35 plus every day.
35 plus.
Yeah, so you see a little bit of a tan on me now, which is nice.
Yeah. I think I need to get out in the sun more. You're doing better than I am at the moment, mate.
Yeah, you can't really avoid it over there. We're flat out all the time. But it was really good. We got to catch up with my best mates and their kids and the same age as our kids. So, the kids had a ball, and that's, what it was really all about. And, we went over and saw Ed Sheeran.
Oh, yeah.
As well.
Yeah. How was that?
Yeah, it was great, mate. He's, such a phenomenally talented artist. It was, probably not my favourite style of live gig to go to because it's quite acoustic. But
Yeah, I've seen like some snippets of his previous tours. Yeah, he doesn't have like the full band, like a drummer or a,
Exactly.
full party vibe.
Yeah, I thought it could have had a couple dozen more speakers, so you could feel a bit more in your chest, which is what you want when you go to a live gig. But it was still, it was a great show. We had good company. It was an all ages event too, so it can't be too wild when you've got sort of kids in there. But no, it was really good fun. The rest of the trip was great. We went to Rottnest Island.
So Rottnest Island, I've heard of that place.
Yeah, first time for me going. So that's where the quokkas are. Quokkas come from Rotto. They're native to that island. You don't find them anywhere else in the country. So that was cute, sort of possum looking thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's a great day. Just get out on the boat and kids went for a swim. I had my first scuba diving experience.
Oh, you went scuba diving?
I did. First time putting on the tanks.
How did you go with that?
Yeah, look, I was a bit apprehensive, mate, to be honest. Anyone that knows me knows that I'm a bit of a land mammal. I like my feet on the ground, not so much in the water or in the sky, but, conquered a little fear, I guess. So it wasn't that deep. I only went down probably 8-10 metres. Sort of swimming on the bottom, looking for crayfish.
Yeah.
So we didn't get any, unfortunately. But no, it's good. It's good to have a little swim and try something different. Get outside of my comfort zone.
Yeah, well, I haven't done scuba diving, but I've done like snorkeling, which is similar. Like last time I went over to the bay, I did a day of snorkeling.
Yeah, 100%. Well, you're a good swimmer. You've always loved the water. I think you love scuba diving. Once you sort of get used to your ears pressurising, you've got to pop them a few times. But
yeah,
I think you'd really enjoy it.
Yeah, just hopefully my asthma doesn't play up when I'm at the bottom,
No, you'd be right, mate. I think you'd definitely give it a go. You'd probably be able to get to it maybe next time in the bay, maybe.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, it is on the bucket list, and so is skydiving. I'm willing to give that a crack.
That's all you, mate. You'll be on your own for that one.
Yeah, you wouldn't do it. You're too scared.
Yeah, like I said, mate, land mammal. Couldn't pay me enough, mate.
Not even the lottery.
Nah, no chance.
Oh,
no chance. I'm not jumping out of a perfectly good airplane, mate.
Oh, well, I guess you'll have to be on the ground then when I do it.
That's it, I'll film you.
Yeah. But yeah, so, obviously you went to Perth with the family. Was this Isla's first time over there? Had she been there before?
Oh, I think it is. I think it is. I think it was first time. Yeah, absolutely, mate. It's it's a long flight for the kids.
Yeah.
It's nearly 5 hours, so that was a bit of a nightmare on the airplane with them. But yeah, no, she handled it pretty well. She said she loved getting over there.
Yeah.
She was the first couple of days. She said, "I want to go home," and then by the end of it, she wanted to stay. So it was nice. Yeah,
because I'm pretty sure when you were her age or even a bit younger, you used to go over to Nan's with Jason. You'd be like, "I want to go home."
What are you bringing that up for, mate? Come on.
Isla said she wanted to go home.
No, yeah,
same thing.
Yeah, she gets that from me for sure.
Yeah.
Gets homesick real easy.
Yeah. But because I remember, when we went over to the Bay a couple of years ago, it was Ollie's first time there as well because Isla didn't come with us on that trip.
Yes, I think it was about 3. I think on that trip.
3. Yep, or 4.
I think it's 2022.
23.
23. Yeah, 3, 10, and 4. I think it was.
Yeah.
So that was the first trip, first time meeting. His cousins over there. So really enjoyed that. But this time, being a little bit older now, 6, nearly 7. Like I said,
nearly 7. Holy shit!
Yeah, mate, a few months.
Wow.
But they had a ball. Like I said, they had a really good time. So again, that's what makes it, all worth it. These are the guys that I went to school with, and I've known since I was 10 years old.
Yeah.
25 years now.
Yeah.
For our kids to all grow up together, it really warms the heart.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I guess when you see old friends that you've known for a long time, it's like the good old days,
Yeah, you like having those sort of friends where even if you don't see them for a couple of years, it's just exactly the same. You pick up exactly where you left off. Obviously little things change, but it's it's so comfortable, so familiar. They're like family.
Yeah. One thing I want to add to that. Obviously yesterday I went to like the Terrigal markets, and I actually I bumped into Pigeon's mum.
Oh, Chris, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. I haven't seen them for a while.
Yeah, she actually, I was walking around the markets and she looked at me and said, "You're Matt's brother."
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I hope they're doing well. Chris and Rob and
yeah.
Kelly and Luke and the rest of them.
Yeah.
I think Luke's got a couple of kids now, I think, as well.
I think he's got a second child now.
Yeah. No, good on them.
Yeah, good on them. But yeah, let's go back to Yabun. Like, obviously, we got to do some fun activities as well as doing the pool. Like name some of those.
Yeah, we did, mate. yeah, I think it was like I said before. There's so many stalls. I had no idea how big it was going to be.
Yeah.
There would have been a couple of hundred stalls there, and the people from plugging their businesses and that from all over the state and all over the country, as you said before, and people that I've bought, business I've bought clothes from, all sort of stuff, to see them there. And again, I do really love seeing black fellas and their businesses really striving. So it's good to get out and support them. But yeah, some of the activities, I think we had a bit of spear throwing as well.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, because I took part in that.
You did, yeah. Me, you and I think we all had a crack at that.
Yeah.
Got some good footage of that. We might chuck that up later.
Yeah, I couldn't really get the spear in. I kept missing. From the wind, due to the wind.
Yeah, it's a tough one. It's a tough one. But I think you haven't had much experience with that either.
Yeah.
But yeah, what else did we do there? We had
we came across a couple of interesting stores. I think there was one where they had obviously you couldn't do it because I think it was for under 30s. It was like a draw raffle kind of thing.
Oh, that's right, for the All Stars jersey. Yeah, that was with AHMRC.
I think that's
Aboriginal Health Medical Research Council. Yeah, it was AHMRC. I'm pretty sure that was it.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I don't know if I was one of the winners. I obviously didn't hear from them, so
no.
So good luck to whoever. Congrats to whoever won that jersey.
Oh, we're definitely going to buy one next week.
Oh, yeah.
All Stars.
Oh, yeah, that's another thing too. We got the All Stars game in the week. How do you pumped or what?
Yeah, so pumped. Honestly, this is. We love the season. Bunnies members, we love the Bunnies. But I think this is absolutely one of the highlights of the year for me. The All Stars game, it always is. Even win, lose or draw. Even when we went last year up at Para at Combank.
Yep.
Again, we didn't get the chocolates that night, but again, it doesn't really. I don't feel like it's that necessary. It's just so good to see, Aboriginal culture, Maori culture, all coming together.
100%, man.
Exactly. They're our brothers and sisters from across the ditch, and they've got mad respect and love for our culture, and as we do them. So I think it's so good when everyone's all together in one place. Like I said, no one's really that focused on the footy. There's just so much culture happening there.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. I've found, in the last probably 8 years or 12 years, being a part of this kind of thing, cultural thing, it really means a lot to me and to you, obviously, because, with our dad and our grandfather.
Yeah.
And I think the reason why I would like to keep going with that, and with you, obviously, is because we're obviously doing it for our mob and our ancestors, and unfortunately for our dad who missed out on the opportunity, but at least we're able to keep that together now,
Yeah, mate, 100%. And I think this is your first overseas trip as well in quite a few years.
Oh, more than that, over 20 years.
Yeah. First time since you were 3 years old having surgery in the States.
Yep, St. Louis, Missouri.
Yeah, wow. I think you had to get a new passport, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. The old one expired.
Yep. So you must be really excited, mate, to get overseas again for the first time.
Oh yeah, I mean it's been a minute, and I'm not going to say I'm nervous, but it's not anxious, but obviously can't find.
Excited, you're going to be excited.
Excited,
sure.
yeah, I'm
100%.
excited, yeah.
It's my first time to Aotearoa as well. So
really?
yeah, haven't been over there.
You've never been to?
No, never been across the ditch. So yeah, very very keen for that. Have a little bit of explore around Hamilton. I think we're at Waikato Stadium.
Yep.
For the game. So, it should be good.
Yeah, because I think this is the second time the All-Stars are playing in New Zealand as well, because the first time we had it was in 2023 and when we won there.
I remember winning that. I remember it pouring down rain that game. It was a wet game and we come away with that. I was very surprised because, the Maori team will generally got the better forward pack and generally, going to play better in that wet weather type of footy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember that game. I think Trell played that game.
Yeah, I think his brother Shaq might have played.
Yeah, no, Trell and Shaq definitely both played. Good to see Shaq back again in the lineup this year. Having been let go by the Bunnies. I think he's up at Tweed Heads.
Yeah, I think he went up there.
Queensland comp up there. So good to see him coming back for that game. He captained us last year, and he was unreal. We've met Shaq a couple of times. He's a real friendly fella.
Yeah. He's a very humble guy on and off the field.
Yeah, absolutely. So good to see him repping his mob. Beer pies up there. So but what do you reckon of the lineup altogether? And there's a couple of Bunnies in it this year.
Well, Tallis Duncan is in as well.
He's back again.
Yep.
Yeah, Tallis, Jackie Legs,
Jack Whiten. Yep, it was birthday the other day too. I think
I saw that
33.
Yeah. No, I saw that. I didn't realise. I thought he was about my age. He's Still got a few years in him left, I reckon, Jackie.
Yeah, because I think you're the same age as Cody Walker. Well, he just turned 36 in Jan. So.
Yeah, we did. We're both 1990.
Yeah.
Me and Codes.
Yeah.
No, unfortunately, it's such a shame he's not playing. Him and Trell. I know it means so much to them. I mean, every time there's the All Stars, the knockout, I know they want to do everything they can to always make those and represent their people and their culture. And but hopefully he gets another chance before he hangs up the boots to play an All Stars game.
Yeah, well, I think they just wanted to rest them for round one, obviously, against the Dolphins.
Yes, well, mate, we can't afford the kind of injuries we had last year.
The injuries we had last year was just ridiculous.
Yeah, but with that roster this year, we should really be given finals a nudge, a good crack, and the master coach. So hopefully we can have a much better year. But yeah, back to the All Stars game. I think it's so good to see fellas like Nico back.
Yep, Nico Hines, a Central Coast local.
Yeah, absolutely, Central Coast local. Brisbane Wars alumni. I went there as well. I think he played for the Yamata Bunnies.
There you go.
Coast. Yeah, same as another coastie, Connor Watson.
Watson.
He played for the Colts again, mild club. So shout out the Colts. But yeah, no, he's a very great player too. Shame he's a filthy rooster, but if we can get him over to the green and red side of things, that'd be good one day.
Yeah, and another thing I'm very excited for this year, obviously going into the season, is AJ, breaking that milestone.
Yeah, it would be good if it could be round 3 on the coast, wouldn't it?
Yeah, or I was thinking maybe round 2 against the Roosters.
Yeah, look, I'll take either. Beggars can't be choosers, really. It's definitely going to happen. But it'd be nice on the coast, and see if we can get a little cheeky run on the field. I mean, I know NRL came out and said it last year that they wouldn't have it, but I think they really missed a trick by not allowing him to have that Buddy Franklin type moment.
Yeah,
when he kicked his 1,000th. I think it was just absolute scenes, but it was amazing viewing.
Yeah, well, I think because even AJ said it would be criminal for the NRL not to allow the fans to do that kind of thing.
Oh, 100%. Kenny Irvine's had that record for 50 years or something.
Yeah, since 1973. Can you believe it?
There you go. 52 years.
Yeah.
It's 53 years that she's had that record. So I think something that no one ever thought was going to be broken. I think it's got to happen.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Ken Irvine's brother even reached out to AJ and said, he reminds him so much of his brother.
Oh, there you go.
Because Ken Irvine also played a wing as well.
He did. He played for the Mighty Bears.
Yep, 1958. Yep. And then went to, I think, Manly in 1970 when the Bears were kicked out. Oh, no, I think it was 71. Played for a couple of years there and retired in 1973.
Yeah, that would have been very frowned upon back then. It's like Buddy's going to the Roosters.
Yeah.
Crichton and Trell.
Oh, well, thank God he didn't end up at the Roosters, eh?
That's it.
But yeah, just going back to the Yabun Festival. Obviously, we didn't get to make a full day of it, unfortunately. But I was glad that we were able to explore a little bit of it. And even though we didn't get to experience that full day, and having a young one with you all day is pretty hard. But Ollie, we still love you. Even though you take up half our days.
Yeah, that's it. That's flat out with kids. I was a little bit disappointed, I guess, that they just didn't have enough there for kids to do.
100%.
They had the pool and there's a little playground there, and there's kids everywhere.
Yeah.
But there really wasn't that much for kids, and like I said, there were so many stalls, and everyone's selling their stuff, and good on them. I hope they make a good dollar from it.
Yeah.
But it's probably I felt maybe a little bit commercial.
Yeah.
I think maybe next time we'll get down there and do the march as well.
Yeah.
Into it, if we can just us, and then sort of hang around and listen to the gigs. I really wanted to see, Kobe D was playing there.
Yeah.
He's probably my favourite artist, black artist, and his music's deadly. He's such a good storyteller, songwriter. I think he's amazing. So yeah, again, that was a bit of a shame to get to see him, and I know Baker Boy was playing as well. I've seen Baker Boy a couple of times. He's real deadly too. But
yeah, I've seen Baker Boy once. He performed at a firefight in 2020 before the pandemic.
Yeah. Again, amazingly, phenomenally talented artist. He's doing real well for himself. There's so much good, black music and black excellence in the arts that's happening at the moment. So it's really good to see, all that mob. Getting out there, getting their chocolates.
Yeah, well, seeing where you used to live, it kind of looked like you're in the countryside a bit.
Yeah, certainly was in the countryside, mate. And Adelaide Hills, beautiful part of Strathalbyn.
Yeah.
It was nice having to get a look out your window and seeing paddocks and sheep and cows and things like that, but it was just too too bloody cold for me.
Yeah, you know, waking up in the cold every morning, that would have been hard.
Yeah, mate. Most mornings were 0, 1, 2. Get out the car, it's frost and your window's frozen. And
it was below 0 degrees, was it?
Oh, often.
Wow.
Often.
I bet you're happy to be away from there.
Yeah. Again, it was nice for a couple of years, but it's great to be back on the coast. I mean, this is just paradise, isn't it? The temperature's beautiful. There's beaches everywhere. It's I'm very, very glad to be back here.
Yeah, well, you know, we obviously wouldn't be here today, so it's good to have you back.
No, thanks, brother. Yeah. Appreciate that. Everyone, make sure you tune in and watch the All Stars.
Yep.
On the weekend,
15th of February, that is, and I'll look forward to seeing you guys next time, and see you when I land in New Zealand with this man.
Deadly.
Thanks, guys.
See you guys.